We first told you about this deal yesterday. Apple to build 2 data centers in Waukee.
Today, that deal was made official. Apple has agreed to build a $1.4 billion data center on a 2,000-acre site west of Waukee off 300th Street between University and Hickman. Today, many are asking, what did it take to convince Apple to come to Iowa?
KCCI's Steve Carlin joins us from Waukee with tonight's Team 8 coverage.
All right, Stacy and Shayna, finalizing this deal took less than an hour today. First, the city of Waukee signed on. Then, Iowa economic development officials put pen to paper. And Cynthia Fodor is here now. And Cynthia, simple deal, but there are some more details to this.
Oh, lots going on behind the scenes from what we understand for about almost the past 2 years. But a flurry of meetings this morning approved the state and local tax incentives for Apple to build its billion-dollar project here.
The motion's approved unanimously.
First, the Waukee City Council agreed to a $188 million break on property taxes.
This is going to be good for the local economy.
Moments later, the Iowa Economic Development Authority included nearly $20 million in state tax incentives.
It's really raising the profile of Iowa for tech and knowledge workers.
Then Governor Reynolds and Apple CEO Tim Cook walked down the state capitol steps to make the big announcement.
For the past 20 months, Apple has been searching for the perfect location, and I am so proud to say that they found it right here in Iowa.
This facility will create hundreds of jobs for people in Iowa, from construction to engineering. Data centers like this new facility are critical to Apple's operations.
The data center will create 50 jobs and 1,700 construction jobs. Apple is also contributing $100 million for a new public improvement fund for infrastructure, parks, libraries, and this youth sports complex. And we were just told by the Waukee mayor that that is the first time Apple has given that $100 million back to the community for a fund like that. The 50 jobs they are creating here will pay about $29 an hour, I'm told, under the state incentive program. And the governor says that the data center, Steve, will inject about $33 million back into the local economy.
Yeah, a lot of big money there, Cynthia. Well, after the press conference and the announcement today that you attended at the State House, Governor Reynolds and Apple CEO Tim Cook came out here to this beautiful facility just west of Des Moines in Waukee. It's called the Waukee Innovation and Learning Center. Now here they toured the facility and talked with the kids in a new program that pairs them with local business and industry leaders who then teach them through real-world experiences, and that prepares them for high-tech jobs, those jobs that we're looking toward in the future. Tim Cook was impressed, but he was not as impressed as Governor Reynolds is with today's announcement. She is absolutely giddy that all 4 of the country's high-tech giants now have a presence in the state of Iowa.
Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, Google. I mean, that's the future. That it also, I think it really solidifies that Iowa is an innovation and a technology hub, and it says that to the world. And that's just the start. Don't stop there. Think of the phase 2, 3, 4, the supply chain, the growth that we're going to see, the construction jobs. These are permanent jobs.
Expanding on the governor's last point a little bit, she says that Tim Cook told her he felt very at home here in the state of Iowa, and she does expect to see him again very soon. Well, the city of Waukee and the state, they had to sweeten this deal to land this new data center out here, but just how good a deal is it? KCCI's Hannah Hilliard is here now, and you have the numbers, so we're going to find out if this is really a good deal.
Yeah, not everybody is on board right now. Now, the state of Iowa, Steve, is offering Apple $20 million in tax credits, and the city of Waukee is providing Apple with 71% tax abatement over the next 20 years. But as we found out, not everyone is buying it.
That kind of stuff.
Neighbors Linda Porth and Russell Miller feel their west side of Waukee is being left behind.
So I feel kind of like the redheaded stepchild over here.
And Apple's big announcement Thursday is not helping.
Taxes in Waukee are high already, and then we're bringing in big businesses to give them abatement.
The city of Waukee is providing a property tax abatement of 71% over 20 years, which will equate to a value of more than $188 million.
Higher taxes for the same place, and then places like this don't pay, when they certainly have the money to.
Matthew Mitchell is a business and strategy professor at Drake University. He says these incentives are a part of doing business, and even with a tax break, the new center will still bring in big bucks.
So when I see the 71% abatement, I also think it's about 29% revenues that didn't exist the very previous day.
He says the new center will bring more jobs and sales tax revenue to Waukee. Plus,
you have the prestige of doing business with one of the most successful companies in the world.
But for Porth and Miller, that's not enough. They want their city's growth to slow down.
I liked Waukee when it was Little Waukee.
Now, from those neighbors that we spoke to today, they said it would be an easier pill to swallow, this announcement today, if there were more jobs involved. Now, Steve, again, we heard earlier from Cynthia that this new facility will only have 50 full-time employees.
Okay, Hannah, thank you very much. Reporting live in Waukee, Steve Carlin, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader, along with Hannah Hilliard and Cynthia Fodor.
When finished, Apple's Waukee Data Center will help handle Apple's App Store, iMessage, and Siri function on the iPhone. Apple joins tech companies like Facebook, who built data centers in Altoona, and Microsoft, who is building 2 in and around West Des Moines.
We've been asking on KCCI.com and the KCCI app if you think Apple in Iowa is worth $208 million in tax incentives. According to our KCCI Now poll, 66% of those who responded say no, they don't like it. 34% say it is worth it. You can cast your vote too. Just go to KCCI.com or the KCCI app and click on the Now poll under the menu tab.